My name is Brian Demmery, mobber from central west New South Wales. Mother is Wiradjuri, father was Barkindji Nembin. So a mixture of both.
And my mob is from Dubbo. I'm Wiradjuri, New South Wales. I've got family from Burke, Barkindji, and my father's side is Wiradjuri and Dubbo.
I grew up in Condobolin, New South Wales. Moved to Dubbo when I was about 10 or 11. Went to primary school in Dubbo, high school in Dubbo, and in 1981 we ended up moving to Queanbeyan, just outside of Canberra, and stayed there for 30 odd years. When I was a kid, you didn't really notice diabetes too much. It wasn't until after I'd left school and in my early 20s I started to know a lot of people that a lot of our mob were getting diabetes, and they were still out charging on and drinking coke and eating all the bad things, and I was one of those people as well. Like, I've had my lifetime battle with diabetes, but it wasn't for me until just before I got it, when I was about 23, 24, that I started to notice. But as a kid, no. We won't go to the whole story. We was at NAIDOC Ball in the 90s. The one thing that has stayed with me forever is she talked about life is like a journey and it's like a train. So you get off at different spots and you meet different people in your life and they're there for a certain reason. So that resonated with me back then, and we still talk about that today. That was something that at Woden Plaza in the food court was the first thing she said, and it's something that I still remember and I still totally agree with. We're actually on a journey at the moment. We're on aiming for 80 odd kilos where I won't have any medication. That's the goal, and to live long and healthy and see my son and my grandchildren.
And it's that real balance between allowing him to live his life and to eat what he wants and make those choices, and understanding that that's actually killing him. And I can remember that the day that was really clear, because I could see him going downhill, and trying to encourage him just wasn't working anymore. He was just, he'd either get his back up or he'd say yeah sure, and then when he'd be at work during the day I wouldn't know what he's eating. So I'd say, how was your sugar, what did you eat today? Yeah, I ate great, I ate salad and stuff. There was no salad. There was no salad at all. So it was really interesting because I could see his health getting worse, and son came over and we had a conversation, and he had said, how's dad going? And he said, I can see he's, really unwell and was just getting worse. And he said, I think that you and dad should move back to Canberra. And we were like, why? He said, because I'd rather have dad alive in Canberra and miss him than for him to be dead, because the lifestyle here and the stuff he's eating is killing him. He said, and I want my dad alive.
Since our son had this chat, I'll be on exercise 6-7 times a week. So I'll go and do weights, I'll go and do cardio, and I love it now. That becomes a part of my life. I had to put it in my diary to start to schedule it in and make sure I go there, but if I miss it now, it's sort of like, I wish I didn't. And Karen and I will often just go for a walk after dinner, a half an hour, just walk around the suburb.
We may, like you'll see what we're eating. We do still eat sausages, but we have salad with it now. So rather than, big mob of veggies or big mob of gravy, which is just so yum. We still have the things that we love, but we make it a balancing act.
And we grill stuff instead of frying.
Yeah, we use spray instead of dosing it in oil and stuff. So just little things like that. It doesn't make a big difference right now, but over the longer term, that will make a big difference.
My goal is to be fit and healthy enough to eradicate most of my medication. But the first goal was to get off insulin. That's done. So the next goal is to lose enough weight where I don't have to take anything at all. I don't know if it's possible. I've gone from 4 blood pressure medications to 1.
There are other people that are impacted by his choices, which is son. We don't want him to grow up without a mother or a father, particularly a father. So he was like, wow, what I'm doing doesn't just impact me, it actually impacts you and son. I need to be doing something about that.